Hello and welcome to my today's video, in which I'm going to speak to you about Sunghoon of Enhypen. And I have already spoken about him in two of my previous videos, one being Let Your Bias Be Your Teacher, I will link it here. Another one being oddly specific things that I like about each Enhypen member. And in actually both of these videos, I'm mentioning the thing that I really like about him and which is very valuable for me personally, and that's his very specific, very characteristic energy, which is at the same time kind of calm and cool, and very directed and very capable of, going through obstacles. And that's very valuable personally for me. And this video exists because I'm not only interested in observing and describing the energy of certain idols, but I'm also very interested in finding out the reasons why it is like that, the reasons why this energy is the way it is, and where this power that they carry comes from. And this whole actually persona series is about that. Where I'm trying to find out how I could obtain this energy, where could it come from in my system, in my being, and also to maybe give you some clues about where you can find this energy, because I really believe that idols and other people who are very bright and successful, and the people that we admire, they are not really special in the meaning that more than anyone else is special, but there are particular things that they do and we don't, which allow them to be brighter, which allow them to be bigger in the meaning of scale, which allow them to achieve more and to feel more fulfilled. And this is actually what I'm hunting for. I'm looking for this pathway towards different energies which in the end make people happy, make people fulfilled, and they are able to embody them. So in today's video I will actually speak more about where, in my opinion, this energy comes from. And the answer is actually pretty short and easy. And that's, in my opinion, the decision that has been made. I have been noticing how Sunghoon, he really, the difference between Sunghoon and other idols is that he really doesn't have doubts. I have noticed it first when I listen to how he speaks English. Because I used to be a teacher of English, I am Ukrainian and English is my third language. And I used to teach English to people. And people can know a lot of words, they can know all the grammar, but they will not have this confidence to just speak. And that is an issue for really a lot of people. You wouldn't believe how many people cannot speak English just because they don't have enough confidence for that. But for Sunghoon, it's not a problem. Sunghoon knows 5 words, not 5 words, but Sunghoon doesn't know that many words in English. But he always speaks very confidently, and that was one of the first things that really caught my attention. I was like, I love this. I love how confident he is, even though he's not very good at English. Another thing that I noticed, I saw a video, I didn't watch Island, but I saw a short video from Island where someone was like, they were asking questions each other or something like this, and someone was like, do you think you are the best visual of Island? He was like, yes, I think so. And when someone asked, do you think you are going to debut? He was like, I remember this pause because, it's not, people don't usually show their confidence openly because it's not very common in our society, especially in Korean society, I think. He was like, yes, I think I'm going to debut. I came here to debut. Why would I think anything else? And it's when I look at this later, when he has already debuted many years ago, comparatively many years ago, I realize kind of that it's this same thing that supports that energy, the decision that has been made. Very often I feel like we all do not achieve something because we do not dedicate ourselves fully to the decision that has been made. because sometimes we do not make that decision. Because, for example, if coming back to Sunghoon in his island era, right? What it's usually like. People are like, okay, I kind of want to debut, but at the same time, I kind of am not sure that I am good enough for that. I am not sure that I, can do it. I'm not sure that I am allowed to want it. And it's all connected with this internal confidence, yes. But this confidence, it's not like you can gain this confidence from somewhere. It's rather a decision. And this decision, when you make a decision to pursue a certain goal without any doubts, it gives a lot of power to actually achieve that goal, to actually come to that thing that you pointed for yourself. But for that, you really need to feel that you deserve it. You really need to feel that you are capable of it. You really need to feel that this is something that you can do and that you should do and that you are allowed to want, first of all. Because in my opinion, the main problem is not that we are not strong enough. It's that we don't love ourselves enough to believe that we deserve the best. But Sunghoon doesn't have this problem. For some reason, actually, I also looked into his astrology, and he has really, really cool placements. It looks like a very attractive natal chart. So it may be something that is inherited for him. He might be this kind of person, like, because he was brought up this way, because he has this natural inclination towards being very confident. And also the way he, and sometimes he does some trend or something like this, and it kind of is cringe and silly. But when I look at Sunghoon, I don't feel like cringe and silly because he doesn't feel like that about himself. He's just, he's just doing it. He decided that he's gonna do it, so now he's gonna do it without shame and doubt, and that's so amazing. I love it so much about Sunghoon. When I speak about it, like, I feel so much joy when describing this particular energy. I was saying something and I forgot what I wanted to say. So anyways, what I'm trying to say is that I've been, discovering confidence for quite some time in my life. I've been trying to understand the nature of confidence for quite some time, and the best answer that I have about confidence is that it's not something that we have because we have achieved something. It's not something that we have because we are a certain way. It's just a decision. It's literally a decision to be confident. It's nothing more than that, and nothing less than that, actually. And Sunghoon really embodies it, like, naturally or not naturally, or he came to it somehow, I don't know. But he is this kind of a person. He is this kind of an energy for me. He is this kind of not even an archetype, a characteristic that I'm trying to obtain for myself. That's why he is so important for me. And also, lately, I've been listening a lot to, in the latest comeback, there is a song No Way Back. And it really also reminds me of another song from Dark Blood, which is Fate. And what, in my opinion, these two songs have in common, and why I wanted to listen to them all the time lately, because they both have this feeling of the decision that has been made. And in this particular situation, this decision is not easy. Not in both of these songs, this decision is a painful, difficult one. But both of these songs also give this sense of ease and liberation and strength, which comes with a decision that has been made. Because in the end, there are no right and wrong decisions. There is the decision that has been made and pursued, and there is the decision that hasn't been made. And very often, like, I feel it in myself also, as long as I have doubts, I don't have energy. I don't have strength to do something. But as soon as I made a decision that I'm going to do this, somehow in my being appears the exact amount of energy that is required for doing that I decided to do. And that's a very like interesting thing, and I've been noticing it a lot. And also I remember that I was listening to one really cool astrologist, and he was speaking about the energy of Mars, the Martian energy, and um, it's this particular type of energy, the energy that you receive when you have made a decision to do something. Because otherwise, like, you can't have energy if you don't want to do something. Like, why would the universe give you the energy? And I feel like Sunghoon, he really mastered this ability to make a decision and stick to it. And to not doubt the decision that has been made. Maybe he can change the decision. It's normal to change decisions because the world, the universe is correcting us along the way. Sometimes we need to follow certain goal until we don't need to follow it anymore, even if we didn't achieve it yet. Because we needed to come to this particular point having this goal, and then from this point we need to move towards a different goal. So changing the goal and changing the decision is all right. But along the way, while you still have this decision, you don't doubt it. You follow it with everything that you have. And all of the systems and all of the energies inside you are directed towards this goal. And it's actually much easier to live this way. But for that, you need to get rid of doubts. For that, you need to get rid of shame. For that, you don't have to get rid of this habit of playing small. Because you are too scared or too ashamed to want more. And that's something that Sunghoon is really good at, I feel like. Maybe he has never had this energy of shame or of wanting to play it small. Maybe he's just like that, has always been like that. I haven't been like that. I am very opposite from that. But I'm trying to learn it, and I'm inviting you to. And actually this whole blog and this whole series is just for that. For all of us to find the pathways towards the personal power that we all carry, which for a lot of us is still a potential, but it can actually change the world. So I'm inviting you to find yours. Maybe right now, this energy that I'm describing is not particularly that you need. There are other videos here, but also it's just about deciding that the people that you admire, they are not that different from you. They just do something differently. And you can do something differently too, to have more joy and fun and fulfillment in your life. And that's the whole point, I feel like. We learn from each other. Some people naturally have certain traits which are more fulfilled, more obvious, more like easier for them to obtain. And for some other people it's more difficult. But we are here for each other, to teach each other and to learn from each other. And that, I feel like, is the whole point. And this is the video today. I enjoyed making it so much. I love Sunghoon's energy. It's so like my body and my mind and my emotions, they all love this, like touching this energy, you know, like speaking about it, like describing it, discussing it, like imagining it. It's like out of all the latest videos, this is my favorite from the point of view of how I feel while making it. And thank you so much for watching it, and see you next time.